Okay.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Echo Base X-Wing Mission Debriefing. I am Walker Darko, along with Jake Ream
Hey everybody, how's it going?
and Kevin Leintz.
What's up?
And we are here with a, what are we saying, week five
Six.
match
Four.
from the week four?
Oh.
Week four match of the Scum and Villainy Aces League on Vassal. It's a pairing between Alex Smittle, who I don't think he has any big jewels to his crown on X-Wing, but he has been in a lot of big tournaments and gotten quite far. Very good player. Against Paul Heaver, who I think he won a System Open series. That's his claim to fame.
Paul who?
Yeah, that's it. I've never heard of him otherwise.
Isn't Paul Threever?
Was that, or is that Paul Heaver?
Yeah, it's not a name I'm familiar with. Must be a regional.
Must be.
I heard
So
he's
yeah.
good at Imperial Assault.
All right. So Kevin, you want to run through the list real quick, just so everybody knows what we're looking at here?
Sure. In the far left corner is Paul. Looks like he's experimenting, playing First Order. He's running just a Starkiller base with Scorch, who is the one who can take a stress and roll an extra dice if he's not stressed on his attack. And Kylo with Supernatural and Prime Thrusters. And Smittle is on the right with a copy of them. Two First Order, pretty much standard, naked almost silencers. They both have Fanatical, and they both have Advanced Optics, which will allow him to spend a focus to flip a blank, and if they have no shields, he can rotate a focus to a hit. So some extra dice modification, and then quick draw with Elusive, allowing him to reroll his defense dice. Pattern Analyzer, so he can do all these crazy things when he sloops or hard turns. And the Special Forces Gunner, so that he gets to roll 3 dice out of his primary or do the double shot.
Hey Kevin, chat's saying your audio is still a little bit low. You want to turn that up?
Sure.
Which I'm saying is a request that we usually don't make.
All right, I've turned it up a little bit. They can let me know if it's quiet or not. So I don't recall what Smittle's bid was. I can pull it up real quick if you two want to talk about it.
Paul's at 193. Smittle's at 199.
Okay. So they don't. Do they tie? Yes, they tie on 4s. Okay. But Smittle's gonna have someone that moves after Kylo. All right.
Yep. So anything in particular we want to touch on as far as, I guess, what we're expecting to see maybe first turn or two here from either of these guys?
Well, I'm expecting Smittle to probably flank with at least one of the silencers, and Paul's going to want to try to stay together and leverage coordinate. I'm curious to see how they do the rocks. I mean, I'll have a better idea once we see what the rocks look like.
So with Kylo having auto thrusters and also supernatural reflexes, do you think he's going to want to do a lot of coordinating from the Starkiller base pilot to Kylo, or do you think he'll want to try to switch it up and coordinate to Scorch every now and then to maybe give him some more offensive capability?
Well, the 4 dice gun is still more valuable than 3 dice gun, so ideally he wants to save his actions, but there might be a turn when he needs to try to do something cute with Kylo, and allowing him to not have to use Supernatural would be really beneficial, or to allow him to actually get his ability to proc. I think ideally he doesn't want to have to use Coordinate, but in the right circumstance, maybe you get a Focus Evade stack, or you give Kylo an extra ability so he doesn't have to use Supernatural, if possible. But like I said, ideally, I think you want to have a mod on your 4 dice gun, but that's going to mean he needs to line up shots, which will be difficult on the other 2 silencers. but he's probably going to send that shuttle after quick draw since he can actually just shoot at him and not get knocked out.
Looks like we got a couple more people following on Twitch. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. Hopefully, tune in some more of other shows and like what we're doing here.
All right.
And question on chat though in there is why would he choose Scorch instead of Null? So Scorch is you can take an extra dice if you take a stress while unstressed, while Null is if you're not damaged you get to be a 7.
I think with Kylo he's less concerned about moving last. Like if he sees a 6, I think he just wants the offense, which makes sense. Because it's an FO that moves at 7, right?
Yeah, I mean, Null's the same as Scorch. They're both FOs.
I mean, since he doesn't have a 6, is a TIE FO at moving at 7 really going to make that much of a difference? I don't know. I think the extra attack dice is probably more worth it.
Yeah, I like him. I like Scorch's ability.
Yeah, and without anything else really offensive in the list, we're not seeing any torpedoes on Kylo or anything like that. I mean, yeah, he could probably coordinate a target lock when he needs to, but that extra dice is probably more beneficial here.
Sure. So, all right, let's see where they place all these rocks so we can kind of get an idea what's going on.
Just a smattering in the middle.
With 3 debris in the middle, okay.
So, do we know who brought the debris?
If I didn't look at that.
Because you'd really hope it was Smittle, because with Heaver with Scorch, you probably want to take the stress chance out.
There's a chance I think it was probably Heaver that brought the debris, because prime thrusters means whatever, and the debris is more beneficial to try to get shots with the shuttle. You don't have to worry about not being able to shoot. So if I had to guess, I would say probably Paul.
I'm just going to cycle through the log here until I see a dio. There we go.
Okay. All right, so let's see. I'm assuming the silencer on the bottom is going to rip fast down the edge of the board, trying to make him make a choice. We're probably going to see quick draw, slow roll, and the other silencer probably slow roll. Paul might just move forward right away and try to come in from the top angle. He might also flank with Kylo, but I don't think so. I think he's going to kind of protect Kylo.
Yeah, and he's
using the shuttle and Scorch as a buffer.
He's got Kylo at the back there. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean, I do think he's probably going to turn, maybe go in and come in at an angle through that debris, maybe try to cut through where that rock is on the far top right. But definitely going to keep Kylo protected there.
All right, so this is where they're initially setting dials. I'm assuming that force indicator is the turn number that they're on?
Well, yeah, we'll have to keep track of it. I don't see...
Okay.
It doesn't look like there's anything else on Vassal that they're using to indicate turns, so that could be.
Because they're allowing up to 16 turns, right?
I don't think that's
16 or 19.
19.
Because that might matter in this game.
And actually, I think that's epic energy from first edition, not a force token. Just to keep it from being confused.
I don't play epic.
And that's why you fail.
Sure. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're doing since they just set it to 1. Okay, so Paul Heaver shoots forward with a 3. That's 3 forwards as far as the shuttle can go on its dial, right? 3 forward? It can't go 4 forward, right?
I don't believe it has a 4. I don't have it in front of me here.
No, a 3 is the max.
Yep.
All right, that's what I assumed. Okay, so he might be trying to do what I thought, where he just reaches ahead right away and tries to come down from that angle. Okay.
And looks like we're gonna have a hard 3 out of that first
Okay.
silencer. So maybe expecting Paul to take that long edge down, and just gonna put himself in position to have the option to either engage through the middle or go all the way up his own board edge for the engagement.
We're going through the rocks. It's happening.
Yeah. Well, with auto thrusters on those silencers, I mean, why not?
Right.
Well, yeah, it's really Paul is the one that doesn't want to have to go through the debris.
Yep. And 4 forward there from Scorch. And a bank and barrel roll out of Kylo.
Yep, so Kylo's trying to keep a different angle and make him choose targets.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see when we finally get shots the economy between fanatical and advanced optic.
Yeah,
on
I've
those
never
two
seen it on the
silencers.
table.
I've
I don't
got
think I've ever seen either of those cards played, so that'll be cool.
I've got to step away for 1 second. I'll let you guys talk about what maybe turn 2 is going to look like. It'll be just a minute.
Okay, so I think we're going to see Quick Draw continue to kind of slow roll to see if Kylo runs or not, since Quick Draw is probably the one that's going to be shooting at Kylo the most. I don't know if he's going to push down with those silences or not, because you really don't want to head towards that shuttle, like with the top silencer. I can't see him engaging through there. You want to pull him down?
Well, I wonder what your strategy is with the Starkiller base pilot, because it's naked.
I think you're just going to see like a 3 bank, and he's just going to shove it in there.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm thinking you got to do.
Yeah, I think you just see a fast bank from both of them. And then you see Kylo probably dial in a slower move so that he can still respond to what the other silencers do and quick draw. I wonder if he shoots forward with quick draw with like a 4 forward. I don't know, he has to kind of guess if Paul's gonna slow roll with Kylo or if he's gonna turn away and make him come or not.
I feel like you just set me up for these jokes and you're just wanting me to take this into a bad way.
No, I'm just...
All right, so we're going to see if Kylo comes or not. Great.
Jesus.
Nothing wrong about that.
Because the SFs have a 5 forward white now in 2nd edition, don't they? Pretty sure they do.
Yeah, because they're really fast, right? Isn't that what Poe told us?
Poe said.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. 5 white, God, and a 1 forward.
Yeah. He might just launch forward with quick draw here. We'll see. But Paul also has the ability to supernatural back and then tuck in underneath behind the shuttle again. So.
Yeah. Davin in the chat corrected us. Poe didn't say it was really fast. Poe said this thing really moves. So thank you very much for that. Appreciate it.
All right.
Okay. Get going here and see.
Yeah, I think we're about ready.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably still setting some dials, so I'm gonna have a few clicks to go through, but I'll try to go quick here. Oh.
Yeah, 3 bank from the shuttle. About what I expected.
Yeah, it puts him in a good position to slice through those that rock and that debris.
Yeah, he's got a
field.
better angle because even then the 2 hard down, if he needs to next turn, isn't bad. It's not going to put him on debris. Yeah, silencer turns away. So then that means Kylo's probably going to tuck back underneath that debris and hide.
Looks like he focus boosted that test pilot there.
So.
And that was a 2 bank that caused him to bump.
holding the other one back as well. See, just as a thought, like I really would have liked if one of the silencers at the beginning would have moved to flank, like that one that was on the bottom, and just so you have multiple angles. Because right now, Paul can just point his guns in one general direction and probably hit at least 2 ships.
And that's something really good to point out. You know, I've been flying a lot of 3-ship lists lately, and spreading out those 3, if they're ships that can reposition, it really does force your opponent then to pick an area where they're going to try to target, and they're not always going to get multiple ships in their firing arcs. So it really does help to spread out.
All right, so what does Kylo do here? Probably does like a 1 hard supernaturals.
Supernatural barrel roll.
No, supernatural. Yeah, sorry.
2 hard.
Does he do 2 hard? Oh, okay.
Yep.
And then, oh man, vassal range. I haven't tried to judge. Oh, he's moving in for a shot. Okay.
Well, but really at that point, you know, the other 2, the first order test pilots, you know, you're not getting shot from that lead one.
Yeah, it's gonna be no mod.
Right.
It still just feels like you don't know. I mean, I'm assuming he's probably guessing that quick draw's going slow. Like quick draw's not banking in, and if he did bank in, he'd be out of range. So he's willing to exchange 3 dice versus 4, and his 3 dice versus 4, he has a mod plus 4s.
Yep.
Sure, I could see it. The only thing I don't like is that his next turn, if he wanted to, his supernatural options are limited. Like he can't go up if he wanted to.
Sure, but he could boost forward and then turn away or bank away if he thinks
Could
that
he though? Because those guys are coming down next turn.
Well, I mean, you're maybe a little more limited depending on where you put the shuttle. I mean, unless you go fast with the shuttle,
which he will.
Right. So if you can go fast there, if you are going to go fast, I
guess he could coordinate.
The good news is he controls those other 2 guys as well.
Right.
He does, and he could coordinate, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, he could move the shuttle forward, coordinate to Kylo, you know, a boost forward. You know, he's got a lot of options there, and
he does have options.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a terrible spot to put Kylo, especially when you know you're only going to exchange that 1 shot.
Well, it's not this turn that I'm talking about. It's next turn.
Right. No, I know. But I'm saying this turn, I think it's okay to put Kylo there because I think you still have escape routes with Kylo.
Sure.
And has Quick Draw even moved yet? There we go.
Yeah, he went 1 forward.
Yep.
Well, they can evade now? Or does he have Debris Gambit? No, he has... Whoa, I gotta look this up. They can evade.
They have evade.
Yeah, they have
What?
it.
Yeah, they have focus, evade, target lock, and barrel roll, and all of those are linked to moving their turret.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they could evade.
It's just like the RZ2 A-Wings. They have pretty much everything.
Yeah, they just...
I mean, why can't they evade if they can really move?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just saw a lot of Quick Draw in first edition and never saw an evade token, so I just... Yeah.
So...
Some people love Debris Gambit, but that's not the case right now.
Paul attacking, I'm guessing, the farther test pilot, since he's got no...
he checked range, and I'm sure he's shooting at the one that has no mod.
Yeah. And rolls focus, hit crit, and spends...
Probably a force?
Probably. I wish... Unfortunately, the log doesn't tell us what...
Okay. I will just assume that he has spent 2 force then this turn.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ouch.
Well, that was worth it.
Yeah.
2 damage. Hey, it looks like Fanatical's back online. Now there's a mod. And are we saying that is 1 or 2, Jake? Because I'll add labels to them.
Probably do the one that's closer as number 1.
Okay.
And the other one as number 2.
Yeah.
And Paul
They do say 1 and 2 on the bases.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so he shot number 2.
Yeah. And Paul did reduce Kylo to 0 force. So he did
Yep.
spend
Okay.
force.
All right. So then the only other shot we should see is the shot back.
Yep, and Smittle only rolls a hit and double evades out of Kylo.
Yep.
Oof.
Should take no damage. Yep. Okay. All right. So Paul's
yeah.
up to an early advantage.
Yep. I mean, it's tough to get too upset if you're Smittle though on number 2 because you lost your shields, but you've got your fanatical turned on now, so just change your play style at this point.
I need to look at that silencer dial again really quick.
It's still really, really good.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay. That's an upside.
Still was really hoping for 4 banks, but that never happened.
Okay, so they don't have 3s except for 4 that clears stress. So the front one's probably going to do a 2 bank. He's kind of out of the fight for a turn. That front test pilot.
Yeah, I mean you're not going to turn right onto the debris.
No, you don't. Yeah.
So really, there's no way to set your guns up this round.
So that front one's pretty much out of the fight for at least a turn.
4K. Oh no, he's stressed. Nope, nothing.
Yeah. The other one.
No, it's not a good spot for him.
No, either of those silencers are not in a good spot because that shuttle's coming in with a 3 bank probably, and Scorch is probably doing like a 2 or a 3 bank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, those silencers are kind of in a weird spot.
You think Heaver named all his ships after a year he won a world championship? I think that's why he likes 3 ship lists.
He won with the 4 ship list too.
Yeah, that was the first one.
No, he's only won with 4 ship lists.
Has he?
Big Walks the Dogs was 3 B wings and bigs, or no, it was 2 B wings with a rookie and bigs, and then it was 3 Z95s with Han.
Yep.
And then it was 2 Talas, a Stress Hog, and Poe.
Yep.
So it's always been 4 ships.
Well, then he needs one more world title.
No.
Maybe win one for America. Been a while. Ever since an American gave it up to a European, we haven't gotten it back.
Ooh, who was that American?
Hey, so Singapore is not in Europe last time I checked.
I'm sorry, England's got that right now.
So what do we think? What can Smittle do here?
All right, so the front
positioning?
one, probably like a 2 bank, or he's just going to have to get out. He's in a really rough spot. The other one could maybe... Man, I really don't like the idea of him banking in, because then you're going to be facing at least 7 dice if Kylo doesn't shoot at you. Ugh.
But if you're Kylo, really the only one you're worrying about right now is quick draw.
Quick draw, yep.
I doubt he's going to take number 2 just down your throat and try to, beginning of Last Jedi, that thing.
Yeah, Kylo doesn't want to be in a position right now where quick draw could get shot and shoot him, because I see quick draw doing they don't have a 3 sloop wouldn't be terrible, especially with pattern analyzer, but that's assuming that Kylo doesn't go down. So if I had to guess, I would say that the silencers will move towards the bottom part of the board in between the debris and the rock on the left-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them will probably go that way. In quick draw, maybe does like a sloop left because he has pattern and because he's trying to create the distance. But I don't know. Positionally wise, Paul has an extreme advantage on Smittle right now. It's hard to tell what he's going to do. And Kylo can kind of just do whatever he wants at this point, really.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got coordinate and supernatural reflexes, so whatever.
Yeah, because presumably Paul's going to put all 3 guns on target, or he can.
But there is a chance that he 5 forward greens and just tries to get out, and he lets the other 2 shoot at quick draw this turn, while Kylo gets into a better spot. I mean, that's another possibility.
So chat's making a note that if Quick Draw sloops to the left, his arcs are probably going to be in a direction where he's not going to get a shot, but he might get shot.
It's possible. I
yeah.
don't. It's the vassal orientation, right? Yeah. Never mind. The sloop won't get him far enough
Yeah,
to the top of the board.
right. Because I
So
think
I'm assuming he's probably gonna like one bank in.
yeah. All right.
Playing on vassal.
Here we go. 3 bank from the shuttle.
Yep. Does he? I don't think he nicks the debris, right? He's clean.
It looks like he is, yeah. And yeah, he took an action, focused. So.
Right where he wants to be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
Is that a 2 forward or a 2 bank?
2 bank to the right.
Oh wow, he's completely disengaging. Okay. I'm assuming he's going to angle boost next, like focus angle boost.
No, he did the wrong keystroke.
Wrong direction.
Okay.
Yeah,
so he
the
didn't mean
dial.
to go in.
Right. Yeah, the dial is a 2 bank right.
To the right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I expected to see, and
Yep.
then we probably see a push boost.
Yep.
Yep. Try to block that angle from Kylo getting away. Set the box in the tunnel in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. This other one's probably going to go in the middle of those 2 debris, but
Yep.
That's a little risky because that shuttle's going to have a nice shot.
Yeah.
Range 1 probably.
Yep, and that is where he's going.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of giving up your silencer a little bit, which feels bad a little. I mean, they have 2 shields and 4 hulls, so they're okay, but
That's a clean range 1 shot now for sure.
Yeah.
oh, it sure is.
Yeah.
Before I was like, I think it might be clean. Now it's like, yeah, it's clean.
But, like you said, you're giving up that silencer to limit what Kylo can do. Because now Kylo is really...
Yeah, but if
with no force, Kylo's only getting 1 back, so Kylo's probably going to try to take a turn to reset, but he might not get that.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see what Paul does. I'm interested to see
2
what
bank
he does.
right
2
with
bank, take
Scorch.
focus. That silencer's going to get unloaded on.
Not going to have a good day, that's for sure.
But then where was he going with Kylo? Oh, no, Kylo's just going to come across.
Yeah, are we going to see a 5 forward?
Probably.
I mean, that was my guess. Was a barrel roll, a supernatural 5 forward, and then maybe like focus or boost. But...
Yeah, because then even if quick draw 1 banks, like it's the only shot Kylo's taking, he's probably going to be okay.
Well, yeah, 5 forward. And then probably a boost. No.
Focus.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Focus.
Yeah, they got to... Yeah.
Auto thrusters.
Basically making it so, okay, if you're going to shoot at me, I'm going to shoot at you.
Yeah, but looks like quick draw is 2 banking to the right.
Wow, 2 bank on 1?
Yeah.
Well done, Kylo.
Yeah.
Did Paul have Snoke on that Starkiller base? It's like he knew where quick draw was going.
Oh, that's just Kylo's dad. That's genes.
Yeah.
All right, so quick draw, I'm assuming just... Oh, man.
Yeah, range 2 at the shuttle.
I guess you just shoot at the shuttle?
Gotta hit focus. Spends...
The 2 hits?
Yeah, well, no, he wants to shoot at that.
And 3 natties.
What?
He must have shot at Scorch there.
He must have. I was going to say, why did he roll 4 dice?
Yeah.
Huh. So maybe he was trying to remove a token.
And then... Oh, this is the...
This is the test pilot?
Yep,
no,
the
this
test...
is Scorch, right?
No.
Is Scorch...
It's got to be
sure?
the test pilot because Alex is rolling the 4 dice.
But isn't Scorch a 4?
And so are the test pilots.
Oh, they're 4. Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was looking at the PS1, the CNR engineers. Okay. Gotcha.
Spends focus for 3 hits. And Scorch rolls an evade. So 2 damage on Scorch.
All right, so his shields are down. Or no, he only had one shield, so he's at half points. Okay.
And now this is Scorch's attack back. 2 hits, focus, spends for 3. And that test pilot takes 2.
That's a sad test pilot.
Yeah,
And
considering
that's the
you've got
shieldless one, right?
that is
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's
Number
at 2
2,
health, so
yep.
he's probably dead.
Yeah, he's got the shuttle coming in.
yeah, you've got a
Yeah.
5 dice with focus.
Yeah, it looks probably like a dead test pilot.
Very dead test pilot. Just overkill.
Oh man, that exchange. Paul is way ahead now.
Yeah. I mean, I
Just
think
picture somebody yelling to put every gun they have on that man, and they did.
I think Smittle was probably looking at it as he was in a position, the weaker position, and was trying to, jam Kylo up to see if he couldn't. If you catch Kylo there where Quick Draw can take a shot at him and Kylo's got no mods or just the Force mod, put a couple damage on Kylo, but
I think this is a situation of Smittle was caught off guard by how fast he went turn 1.
yeah.
And I don't think he expected him to do that.
But I'm not sure his list has a tank to it.
He does not have it.
Right, so that makes it really tough because if you get, it's like flying interceptors again, where you get caught off guard one time and they pop.
Mm-hmm.
That is something I've noticed a little bit in second edition. Is it's nice to have like a brawler. I mean, Quick Draw's kind of a brawler, but not really. But having someone that can absorb some damage for you reliably is pretty important. Okay, so next turn.
Oh, Starkiller Pilot just eats that rock.
Yeah, well, the
debris.
I think, yeah, he probably sets it up to try to block Quick Draw's move so Kylo can get a nice unanswered shot on him.
What are Kylo's options, though? Because
Too hard, right? I mean, I feel like that's the only option he has because he can always supernatural.
Is he going to have to barrel roll first?
Probably. Yeah,
barrel roll
that's
too hard and then boost, so you get kind of a little bit of an angle.
But I don't know if even if Paul jumps over with like a 2 forward probably out of the Starkiller Pilot to block Quick Draw there, does Quick Draw still move far enough that a too hard, even a barrel roll away, slide back too hard? I don't know if Kylo, well, I guess he could boost then, focus boost, and get him in arc.
So I think you use both Scorch and the Upsilon shuttle, or you just stall with the Upsilon shuttle and just say, I'm going to get a shot.
Oh, yeah.
And you use Scorch to block.
Sure.
I mean, he has a couple options, but he has a lot of blocking capabilities.
Yeah.
I don't really think Quick Draw can get out of this turn.
I mean, we know that Smittle's test pilot is 2 harding in, probably. I mean, he needs to get those dice back in the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Scorch is probably just going to
2 bank
in, and the shuttle's either going to stall or it's going to launch forward. Probably stall.
Yeah, probably not a bad spot to stall, because then if you can get Quick Draw blocked anywhere in front of that shuttle, you're looking at 4, maybe 5 dice if he does manage to get to range.
Just got to get all those shields off in one turn.
Yep.
Yeah, and the way I look at it too is, you just want to pour as many shots into Quick Draw this turn as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, he could always bail with Kylo if he really wanted to be careful. Like, he could just pre-boost and then go forward and just, if Quick Draw tries to get cute and turn right, like a hard 1 or something. Because there is a chance that Quick Draw just does a hard 1 right with Pattern, and then he can still reposition or take a focus and shoot at Kylo.
Yep.
Sure. I mean, there's some options.
I mean, what else? I mean, is sloop an option there? Can he sloop right?
No, I don't think you take that option, because if that shuttle moves, you've just effed yourself.
Yeah, it's too risky.
There's not enough reward either.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm guessing that quick draw's probably on a hard one, right? And that's why I think the shuttle just stopping is really a good move here.
Davin in the chat saying possibly quick draw 5 forward.
He could.
Anticipate blocks and just jump over and then rotate arc backwards.
That might be the best move for him in this position.
Probably the
because
safest.
You know that he has to at least go a 2-speed move.
Right.
With Scorch. Like, he's not going to hard one to the right and keep stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a 5 forward rotate rear is probably not a bad idea. Like, because can they 5 forward barrel roll and rotate rear?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a good idea.
All right. A hard turn out of the Starkiller pilot.
Really?
Yeah.
They have a hard 1?
Red hard 1.
Really? Wow, they do. I didn't even know that they had a.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's just maybe he's expecting that 5 forward and he's just ready for this angle now.
He could be, and maybe he's gonna probably get a shot at that silencer that is coming in.
Yeah, just nuke that thing off the board.
I'm kind of surprised though. You'd think he would just try to line up shots on quick draw.
No, but look at that though.
Roll that dice.
So did Paul do that move knowing that he was gonna bump? Because with the hard 1 on the large base, you know where that front corner is going to go.
So, I think he knew.
So if you know, then it puts that Starkiller pilot in a really good spot for quick draw. Like, if quick draw just goes forward, he's in big trouble.
And if he does somehow get over the shot or away, like if he does like a hard 2 or a hard 3 away, and then shoots out the back, he's going to have a really good shot at that test pilot that's turning in.
Yep.
I can't tell if Paul's just next level or if we're just giving him way too much credit, but...
Well, I mean, looking at... in a normal game, it's hard to tell with Vassal, but you know where that front corner, or based on where the front corner is, where your back corner is going to be on those hard 1 turns. So if he knew that it was back just a little bit farther...
If it wasn't in front of it, then he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, and so knowing that it's not going to make it, it's going to bump, put your arc in a really good spot. I mean, Paul's a good enough player that I'm
assuming he knew.
Yeah, I don't think we're giving him too much credit there. I think.
There's the 2 hard. Yep. Take a focus.
The range 1 shot.
Yep.
There's for the block.
And then he's going to barrel roll, I'm assuming.
Oh, Paul forgot to roll for his...
for the debris?
For
the debris, so...
Yeah. Okay, so
he rolled nothing.
So there's the barrel roll.
There's your barrel roll.
Yeah, that's kind of actually a good move. You know, he barrel rolls it in to protect Scorch. That unless quick draw completely turns away with like a hard 2 or a hard 3 to the right, quick draw's in big trouble.
So it looks like Kylo is not going to use Supernatural this turn.
Can he Supernatural while stressed?
He's got Prime Thrusters.
So yes.
So yeah, he can, as long as he has 2 or fewer stress, he can do boost and barrel rolls.
Sure. But now he's not stressed.
So did he use Supernatural?
No, he did not. No. He just did the 2 turn.
So he's at 1 force. Okay.
Yep.
2 turn boost focus. So there's your 5.
Yep. And he is rotating arc.
He is going to eat those dice.
Yep. So he focused and rotated arc out to the back.
Although it is the last shot, which means he's going to get the first shot of the round and then probably get the last shot again. So Scorch could be no bueno.
Well, but depending on where the shuttle that Starkiller based pilot's arc lands, he could just not shoot at quick draw and just shoot at the first order test pilot.
But boy, if quick draw's got that focus gone and you're just shooting at an unmodded range 1/5 dice quick draw.
Yeah.
I mean, you almost just let Scorch go. Scorch could be dead by then anyway, but
I mean, there's a possibility he just dies right now.
Yeah, but that's a range 3 on Kylo still.
Yeah, that's a
Obstructed
shot.
maybe though.
Oh!
Ugh.
By Scorch.
Oh.
Just takes a crit.
Yeah, but that. Let's see. What is it? Loose
Loose
stabilizer.
stabilizer.
Okay. So he's alive.
Live to fight another day.
But he has to go straight if he wants to stay alive.
Yeah. Nothing from Kylo. Let's see what that was. Is that range 1? Yep.
Alright, so the shuttle gets shot at.
Hit crit focus. Blanked out.
Yeah, didn't
So,
spend it.
2 shields.
Shields. Oh no,
Yeah.
not 2 shields.
2 whole shields. Oh, he
Oh!
took the range 1.
Oh, ow.
Oh, but he strips the shield. Oh no, he still got the focus. Does he spend it here to not take any damage?
Lose the
Or-
shield and get a shot.
Yeah, you lose just 1
Well,
shield.
no, he didn't shoot at quick draw, guys. He shot
Oh, he
at the
didn't?
test pilot. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
because
3
quick
dice.
draw only has 2 agility dice.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
You're right.
So,
Ugh.
yes, you spend it. And
Yeah,
take down
yeah. At that
damage.
point, yes. you
Yeah,
spend it.
that's gross. 5 dice.
I mean,
Kevin, what are the odds?
pretty bad.
Okay, so what can we do here? Starkiller base pilot. Does he just
I mean,
move 1
You
forward,
just
bump
run
into?
forward, bump, and stay there.
Yeah.
But then you lose your stress, take a stress, and roll again.
Oh, that's right, because he would remain on the debris, right?
But is that
Right.
really a bad spot for him to be? I mean, because where else is he going to go that does not put him over another debris?
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, he's not getting a shot, though, next round. Unless test pilot decides to do a hard turn right in front of him.
But the silencers don't have a hard 1, right? Hard 2, is that bump? Or would it put him, like, dead center?
They have a hard 1. They have a
They do
hard
have a
2.
hard
They have a
one.
hard 3.
Ugh.
I mean, he could do that if he wants to take another range 1 shot. It worked out fine this time, so why not?
I mean, yeah, what the heck? I think Kylo, obvious to turn in. Do you disengage with Scorch just to...
Oh no, I don't think Kylo 2 turns in.
You don't think so?
No, I think he 2 banks.
I don't know what you do with Scorch, because Scorch can only go straight.
I would
If
just
he does a
5
non-straight
forward.
maneuver, he dies.
Just 5 forward evade with Scorch. Or wait, he can flip the crit, right?
I don't think I can...
With stabilizer. Maybe I can add it.
I mean, I'm sure it is one of the action flips.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just 5 forwards.
Yeah.
I mean, Kylo could too hard. But, so here's the thing. The test pilot's not the primary target here. Like, this is all about target focus. You have Quick Draw in a situation where he doesn't have a lot of great options. If you too hard, you could get shot by the pilot as well. I mean, I see Kylo doing a bank. He can always reposition if he needs to. Like, you could supernatural boost and then bank or whatever you need to do.
Sure.
And then I think you just, like, 1 forward the shuttle and just keep it there and say, okay, if you want to come after Scorch, I'm going to shoot at your range 1 again.
Yeah, I agree. Scorch is just 5 forward, flip it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to me, that's what I see. You use the shuttle as insurance in case you come in, but I don't think you too hard up. I think that's risking a shot on Kylo that you don't need to risk. Because I'm pretty sure Quick Draw is going to probably 1 hard right and then take a focus with Pattern. So you could either, like, 2 forward the shuttle and just get in there in the way. I mean, that might be the better move. Maybe you just 2 forward with the shuttle and just get in there.
Yeah, but a 2 forward, does that the back corner then hit Scorch and you just end up basically in the same spot
Well,
Exactly
anyway?
where you would have with a 1.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell with Vassal. Like I just have
right.
not played enough with
So,
Vassal.
but a 1 or a 2 is taking a chance, but they're both green or blue maneuvers, and they're both going to land the same spot if it bumps. So
Right.
the risk isn't really
Yeah.
that big.
I just don't see him 2 banking.
No, I don't think so either. I think you just roll forward with that.
Yeah,
Upsilon,
I mean, you don't really want to take a shot from quick draw, but
I mean, but you have the health to deal with it.
you do. I mean, he could just 2 bank out of there and be like, okay, but quick draw's still going to shoot out the rear, so I don't know. He has some options, I guess.
Looks
Is
like
that a
his
2 bank?
yeah. he just decides 2 bank.
Clips, but
So
does it?
so he'll.
No, it'll go all the way back to the same spot. It's
No.
still blue.
I think he'll.
Well,
Oh, you
Yeah.
think he'll clear?
Well, does he just roll back to where his back corner touches quick draw? Nope.
Oh, all the way.
Yep.
So
yeah.
clear stress, gain a stress, roll a dice.
So 1 forward, 2 forward, 2 bank. It's pretty much all irrelevant.
Yep.
Yep.
No consequences. 4K out of the first order test pilot. Oof.
Huh.
That's a
Alright.
good shot.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, he's
the
in a safe spot currently.
Yep.
there's the 5 forward from Scorch. And looks like he didn't do anything else.
Just flipped it.
Yeah,
so
so
that's his
flipped it.
action.
Yep. And Kylo is doing
Too hard.
Too hard. Yep.
Okay.
Now quick draw.
I'm assuming this is just a 1 hard, take a focus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Focus and rotate.
Ooh, no arc.
Really? No shot?
Doesn't look like it. Looks like it doesn't quite
Yeah.
clip.
You know what it was is that 2 bank tilted it just slightly. So he can't get shot.
Sure.
He knew.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, he must have had a shot there because that's
He
quick
just rolled
draw.
4 dice.
Yep.
Okay.
Oops. What was it? So we saw nothing out of the shuttle, so the shuttle's taking 4 damage. No
All right.
shields left.
So half points there then.
Yep. Chat's saying that he didn't rotate his arc, so it should have only been 3 dice out the front. I mean, yeah, you're probably right. But unless they go back and
Oh, there's Paul.
oh, hi Paul.
Okay, so hold on. So there's 1 less damage dealt. Is that?
Yeah. So what happened was it looks like he re-rolled, and the 3 dice now is from quick draw
Right.
into the shuttle, which is the
Okay.
correct number of attack dice.
Okay, makes sense.
So yeah, he took
So
3
he
shields.
doesn't technically have half points, but I can't reset the half points. So
Right.
Yeah, shields are down to 3. 2. Never mind.
No, shields are down
Oh,
to
down
1.
yeah.
to
So
Okay.
no, down to 1.
I was gonna say, quit telling me all these numbers. All right, so then
Davin, yeah, I did say that I thought he should have rotated the arc.
I think Davin was asking Paul
Oh,
for that
he's asking-
question.
Oh, I didn't see that. He was asking Paul.
put on a red, you can't. Yep, makes sense. Okay. All right, so Kylo's shooting at probably the test pilot, maybe.
I mean, they're both obstructed.
Well, they're also downtown shots. Yeah.
Yeah.
No damage.
So he shot at quick draw, it looks like. Otherwise, if it was the test pilot, he would have rolled 5.
Yep.
All right.
And then looks like here is the first order test pilot shot back into the shuttle. 1 hit. So now you can have your half points on the Upsilon.
Okay. All right. So, it's just weird having the shuttle not have 1 bank's clear stress. You're so used to shuttles,
Yeah.
slow rolling at like a 1 or a 2 bank, like a 1 bank or a 1 forward.
Sure. What do you probably turn that shuttle 2 turn, get it out of there, make some room for Kylo? I mean, if he turns right, that sets up for another right turn. On the following turn, maybe get the dice, get the shuttle back in the fight.
I think he has to turn left if he's going to turn. Because if he turns right, Quick Draw's going to have a really good shot at him next turn. Maybe even range 1. Well, probably not range 1. But if he turns to the left, Quick Draw would have like an obstructed range 3 shot at the shuttle. Because I'm going to guess Quick Draw clear stress by doing like a 1 bank left. Because then he's got really good arc coverage. A test pilot with the debris. It's hard to tell where the debris is, but probably like a 2 bank in. And probably just starts to go after the shuttle, I would think. You clog up the lane in case Kylo tries to come in and get a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Paul's exactly going to do with that shuttle. And he's got a couple choices. Yeah, I'm interested to see what he does.
Okay, I'll start going through here.
All right, so dials are coming down.
Yeah. R2 left out of the shuttle.
Okay, yep. Makes sense.
That's the way Quick Draw's kind of angling.
Does limit some of Kylo's options, but not a big deal.
And 4 forward.
Okay. I'm surprised he didn't bring the pilot in to kind of follow the shuttle. Maybe he thought Paul was going to go.
So you going after Scourge with it, or Scorch with him?
I mean, you could. You'd think, though, it would have been a good idea to send him in between the debris, following the shuttle and blocking Kylo's path in case he tries to come in to Quick Draw this turn.
Yeah.
Because this would be a turn where Quick Draw is rolling less dice if he's shooting out that back instead of when he's facing forward. Okay, I'm just a little surprised. Is that a 2 sloop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Kevin, Paul's saying that there is no such thing as blocking Kylo's path.
Well, I mean, if there's a shuttle and another ship and some debris, his options are more limited than they would.
Yes, yeah, that's what Mega Silver's saying. Limiting options.
But so as a trade, yes, okay, he wouldn't technically block Kylo, but the Cinar would have, or the test pilot would have a really good shot at that shuttle, and he would be in a good pursuit angle.
Yeah.
So that's the other benefit of coming in, trying to block Kylo's path. But yeah, sure.
Target
See, yeah,
lock.
if he would have been there, Paul would have had to do something different.
Yeah. And Kylo target locks. Quick draw.
Really doesn't take a focus?
No?
Wait, he's got 2 force. He's fine.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, he's got 2 force. It's okay.
We might actually get to see Kylo's ability.
And then
I can already hear Duel of the Fates in my head watching these two square off.
Range 2. That's the next thing we should work on, Jake, is we should work on like a sound bar. So when we do like screen transitions or round transitions, we can have some cool sound effects.
I think Walker was talking about doing that, a little soundboard.
He was.
I found a couple things. We just got to get the sound to be the right level so it's not really loud. Luke calling things hunks of junk and stuff like that.
DeRoche, yes, you're right. How do you critique or comment on what Paul's doing when he's won 3 world championships? So, shout out the back from Quick Draw for a crit.
I'm assuming he doesn't spend this.
No.
Knowing he's getting shot at
Yeah.
as a retaliation, yeah. Okay, so Kylo shot back.
Yep. Let's see, range 2.
Now, he didn't use his force ability, right? I'm just double checking because it's when you get shot at, you have the opportunity to use it now, right?
Yeah, you have to spend a force in order to assign.
It says that Paul decreased his force to 1.
Did it?
Oh, did it? Oh, so it did. Okay.
All right, yeah. Okay, so that's what that extra little token is.
He Kylo'd for Panic Pilot.
Yeah.
He's letting us know.
Okay, makes sense. And I wondered too. That's why I brought it up. I was like, okay, so he has the opportunity. Does he use it?
Yep. Kylo rolling, hit crit focus, uses force.
So crit hit.
Only a single evade on quick draw.
So 2 shields.
Yeah.
And Kylo's out of force.
And here's the quick draw shot back. And no damage.
No consequences?
No.
What?
No consequences.
I mean, that was the perfect time to do it if you're going to do it.
Right.
And now he's double stressed. Ugh.
Yeah. I've got to step away for 1 second again.
That's fine. I got to look up what's the greens on the FOs just to see what Scorch's maybe possible options are.
All the 2s and a 3 forward.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a really good dial.
Oh, it is. Scorch is just kind of in a... I don't think he can do much to get out of an arc. But that's fine at this point. His win condition's quick draw, and quick draw's in a really bad spot. Yeah, that was a really good play by Paul. I mean, that's the calculated risk, right? You take that risk when you're in a better position to follow up or to capitalize. And that was another really good example of when to do that. Now, I just want to point out, had Smittle followed the shuttle, Paul would not have been able to be there because I think the test pilot would be about in that spot where Kylo is, and Paul wouldn't have had the shots that he had. So as a defensive play, had Smittle put the test pilot there, it would have helped protect quick draw in this turn of lower damage output or vulnerability. So we'll just, when we think about moves and what you're doing, sometimes, you have to go back and just review decisions that were made just to say, okay, maybe next time I'm in this situation, what are the other options that I maybe didn't consider or I didn't think were good before? Let's just reevaluate them to see.
Well, it looks like Scorch might be able to get back in this and get a shot.
He'll get a shot, but I'm afraid he's going to die. Like,
that's fine.
That test pilot probably just 2 bank.
But even that, from where he was at, to get him back in this and still get
Oh, to get to do another attack, yeah.
get a shield or anything,
Yeah, you're getting
some
value.
value.
I wonder if the shuttle just 2 banks and then 2 hearts over the next 2 turns, like clears 1 stress at least. Do you just 3 for it, or do you 2 for it, Scorch here, Walker?
Scorch? Oh, I go in for it. I get the best shot I can because I think Scorch has 1 shot.
I think you're right. Try to get like a range 1 4 dice attack.
Yeah.
Because your odds of surviving are pretty low. Because even if he does like a 2 bank and you do a 2 for it, there's no way that's range 3. It's probably range 2. So even if he took like an evade, his chances of living are pretty low.
Well, the thing is, he's going to get a shot because Quick Draw is not going to get a shot on him.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Okay. So obviously we'll see a supernatural from Kylo and probably like a bank in.
And then chat did say that Quick Draw should be at 2-2, not 3-1, because he did take the crit card.
Oh.
So it would have gone straight to Hull, not to Shield.
That's right. Okay.
All right, so let's get this going.
Okay.
Now just moving through the dial phase, the setting.
So 2 hard from the shuttle.
Okay, 2 hard, not 2 bank. All right.
Doesn't care about stress.
Yeah, because then if he 2 hearts again next turn, he has a shot. Sure.
Bank.
Yep.
Yeah, right in the face. Yep, 3 forward.
Take a focus.
Kylo 2. 2 forward.
Oh, he doesn't even. I was gonna say he doesn't even need a supernatural.
Ooh.
But he clips the debris.
Rolls a hit. Hit's not a.
So
yep.
no
so we're
consequence. Good. And he has 1 force point from the turn.
Yep.
So he has a mini mod, and he has the target lock from the previous turn. Clear 1 stress. Yep. So range 2 backwards. Still where he wants to be shooting from, right? 2 dice instead of 3. That's what he wants.
Two hits.
It hit. And of course.
So shot back.
Rolls 2 hits. Focus. He spent the force for 1 more damage.
So 3. So
oh no, he didn't. He deleted his target lock, so he re-rolled.
Oh, okay, so he still has a force.
Yep.
No, he doesn't have a force. He assigned the condition because I can see that. The WIP is back.
Yep.
Okay, so assign the condition with the force, spent the target lock to get to 3.
Yep.
And quick draw rolls nothing.
Focus blank.
So nothing effectively. So loses 2 shields and a hull because he didn't have a crit in the roll, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
And now this will be the retaliation shot with his ability.
Yep. 2 hits. And
evade.
Just roll evades.
Seems good.
Told you guys, you can just roll naturally.
Yep.
You don't even have to worry about mods.
Now, has Scorch shot, or they
Um,
both shoot at 4, don't they?
yes,
Yep.
they both, and
Okay.
Alex is
So the pilot
player
shoots
1.
first.
Yep.
Okay.
Hit
Crit. And double evade.
I wonder if Paul borrowed Vassal dice from Morgan.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I wonder
You
if it's
get
something with the
Vassal
left
dice if you finish in
side.
the top 2 at
His
Worlds.
attack dice weren't as hot though as Morgan's attack dice were.
That's true.
Yeah, by no consequences. Yeah, no kidding.
And he puts 2 damage into 1 damage into that test pilot there, huh?
1 shield left.
Oh, wouldn't that have been great too if Starkiller base pilot would have just clipped the corner? Like no one expects it. Another range 3 shot coming in.
Yeah.
Man, this quick draw is super good. Holy crap, he's super
Rolls
dead.
4 crits, you know.
So 1 bank, 2 bank out of the shuttle, just knowing where quick draw is probably going to be, even though you're putting yourself in front of that rock.
Yeah, you just take a 1 bank. I think a 2 bank might clip the corner. I haven't played enough Vassal to tell.
Yeah.
I mean, you could maybe fit a 2 bank, but why risk it? Just take the 1
Yeah.
bank.
Sure.
I do 1 bank.
And then Kylo just does a 2 bank and continues doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we see the pilot do a K turn here? Because Scorch can't flip around and shoot backwards. I mean, Scorch
Yeah.
is really irrelevant for the most part, but
Yeah, you might as well do your 4K unless you want to turn in, but then you're basically letting Scorch get behind you.
yeah, I think you just try to get Scorch to get points at this point with the test pilot. I mean, there's
Right.
nothing you can do to interfere with Quick Draw getting erased this turn.
No, it kind of looks like they're bullying Quick Draw.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's ideally what you want, right? A 2-on-1.
It is.
That's
It's ideally, but it's not always what happens.
yeah. So, do you think a couple turns ago when Alex took that first order test pilot and started going after Scorch, was that a mistake? Should he have kept
Yes.
the test pilot
Yes.
in to bully Kylo?
I think you have to try to interfere with Kylo and continue to shoot on the shuttle because the
But that's
shuttle
what's
is still
tough.
4 attack dice. I mean, you
But
can't.
if you leave Scorch alone, Scorch can just harass you.
He can, but Scorch was out of position because of the crit.
Yeah.
Like,
So you just
You're
Oh,
take
not
that
yeah.
opportunity.
Sorry, I was going back way further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
After there, you just ignore him.
yeah, then they could just gang up on Quick Draw, and now you have a problem. And you
Yeah,
can't
and if you can
forget,
get a shot
the shuttle
off at
rolls
Scorch.
4 attack dice, like that's still a large number. Scorch can only get to 3 unless it's range 1.
I mean, I guess I understand wanting to go and just finish Scorch off. It gets you the full 35 points. You know, when you're when you're behind already. So
I think it was just a situation of you have to try to protect Quick Draw.
yeah. All right,
So with where Scorch was at, you almost just hope that sometime he accidentally gets into an arc and you can put 1 through.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and you know that was what 2 turns ago, 3 turns ago. So I mean, you're what 5-6 turns into a potentially 19 turn game. Like I think you just let him go and keep your other 2 ships bullying Kylo. But
All right, so we're still waiting on the other 2.
Looks like 1 dial from Alex.
From Quick Draw, or
Yeah, it was quick. Yeah, it was still Quick Draw's dial.
Okay.
Oh, too hard with the shuttle.
okay. Surprised he didn't want bank, but okay. I mean, he doesn't risk taking damage then the next turn,
Yeah.
and he's probably confident Quick Draw is just gonna die. Probably. Oh, and Kylo should have
Too
force point
hard
because
from the
end of the
first
turn.
order test pilot. So abandoning Scorch.
So knows that he was not going to get hit by Scorch unless Scorch saw it coming and does too hard right behind him.
Yep.
Boy, would that be funny.
And who is flying Scorch? It could happen.
Oh, it could happen.
Oh, never mind.
Or you can do a 3 forward.
Right.
Stress free.
Yeah, take a focus, sit there. Just quick draw, just do like a 1 forward here, knowing he's going to die.
And 2 hard right.
Ooh, he's gonna have to rotate arc just to get a shot.
Yeah. And that's...
Yeah, I'm sure the shuttle just goes, whatever, shoot,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, and an obstructed range 2.
Obstructed range 2? Sure.
Yes.
Because he's already got half points on the shuttle.
Rolls nothing. This is Kylo's shot.
Yep, and it should be Kylo's shot. I wonder if he's dead.
Yeah. See, he spent the target lock there. Ugh.
All right, so quick draw is dead.
Yep.
Do they call the game here, or do they keep going?
Kevin, you can't just call every game when it turns against your favor.
The game is so over. It's so over.
I don't know. That first order test pilot
Supernatural Kylo gets solo.
just rolled
that
3
test
hits
pilot.
into the shuttle.
Sure.
But he's getting points now because MOV matters.
He's not getting points. He already has half of the shuttle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he get full.
Okay. So he does 2 damage on the shuttle?
Yeah,
Is
2
that
on the
right?
shuttle. Yep.
Okay. So it's down to 4.
Correct. And Kylo's
right.
back up to 2 force.
Okay. So we see probably a 3 hard from Scorch coming in. Supernatural barrel roll hard 1 from Kylo. And the shuttle just 3 forward, get the heck out of here. And a 2 bank probably, or a 2 hard from the test pilot maybe, so he's got less possible damage coming in.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right.
Okay.
I mean, or you just, yeah, bring the shuttle in, throw the 4 dice at the test pilot.
All right, let's see what they do.
Nope, 3 straight.
Yep, 3 straight. 2 hard, or is that a 2 bank?
That was 2 hard.
Okay. Sure. Yep, uses the cover, comes in to try to kill Scorch maybe. And he's less of a target for Kylo. Although I still think he can pre-barrel roll hard 1 boost, still get a shot.
Maybe Scorch will just end it now.
Oh,
You
Scorch
don't
cautiously
know
just
the
doesn't-
power of the dark side.
Carlo, thank you very much for subscribing. 2nd month.
Looks like Vader got 131 points there for a second.
Vader gets all the points.
Scorch arc dodges with the barrel roll. I like it. So then he does the hard 1. and focus to boost, and I think he'll get.
He's got a shot.
Probably.
Yep.
Yeah, gets range 3 shot.
Just gotta take one of the force off.
Oh.
All right, so he's taken 2 shots this turn.
Range 2.
2.
Yep.
And 3 hits.
Just naturally. Sure.
1 of 8. Then the focus.
Yep.
So it takes 2 shoot, or what? I think he already lost a shield before. Yep. So he takes a shield and a hull. So fanatic.
Yeah.
Of course, takes a shield or takes a stress.
So 3 dice at range 2 obstructed.
Mm. 2 hits, 3 hits.
All right, so no damage.
No, that is Scorch shooting into the first order test pilot, so that is a destroyed first order test pilot, taking 3 damage.
But the game was so close; he was still in it.
So they didn't.
I don't
want to
call that a clinical dismantling, but it felt clinical.
That was really good job by Paul.
Yep.
Yeah.
Took the early lead by coming out fast on that.
Caught him with his pants down, and then he just got screwed, pretty much. Really good play.
So what do you think?
Somehow Scorch didn't die. Somehow.
In the opening moves, what do you think Alex was trying to do? Do you think he was trying to drag Paul through the center, looking to kind of go down towards the bottom board edge and then come back up around?
Paul would run slow with the shuttle, like probably a lot of shuttle players do, and he had a turn to be like, okay, are you going to bank in or are you going to go forward? And he was probably planning to drag him through. I still find it strange that turn 1 he didn't launch the flanker out, like just to even help separate the squad. So you could have 1 near quick draw as like a blocker, I guess, if you really wanted to, and then you have 1 as a flanker. But
Well, he had 1 on the bottom and he turned him in. And I thought he was just going to scream across and try to come up from behind.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, they're so fast you can get there real quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Smittle was just really caught off guard turn 1, and Paul went really fast immediately, and he was not ready for it, and he kind of got caught with everybody clumped up together in a bad spot with the rocks.
And
then it was downhill from there.
Right, couldn't turn it around.
Right, like dice rolls aside, this game was won positionally in the first 2 turns.
Mm-hmm. So when in this, after like say the 3rd turn where Alex was kind of in a bad position in the middle with all of his ships clumped up, knowing that you have 19 turns in this format, disengaging probably would have been a better option. So that way you can reset, like even if it means you're not shooting for a couple of turns, potentially you can go all the way to that 19. So I think you need to disengage there in that bad spot. That's tough though, because when you're playing in a regular in-person event, you don't have necessarily that option because the clock is your enemy.
Right, and I mean, if you think about it, the clock and turn numbers, they're trying to create a similar effect, so it's still a similar form of thinking, but yes. You know that if you need it, you can push to X number of turns versus, at some point the clock runs out, so yeah. Yep.
Just kind of noting a difference between playing a vassal game where you have a set number of turns versus a set time limit, and maybe how you can play differently and use that to your advantage.
Yep, I think so.
So
all right.
Thoughts on the list or anything like that? I mean, I don't know. We didn't see Paul coordinate at all with Starkiller Base.
Which I kind of expected, right? Like I said early on, he's going to want to try to have mods on it, unless he needs to get cute. I mean, Kylo's not bad. I mean, I think we saw it again here. He's not bad.
I think Kylo is far from just not bad. I think he's a very good ship.
But I mean,
don't
you think about
know-
Null with squad leader, same amount of points as Scorch.
No, with squad leaders, I don't know. You already have a coordinate in the list. Like,
Yeah, but not at 7.
Well, that really it's twofold, right? Because you early on you're coordinating at 7, and then after you take a damage, then you're coordinating at 0. So you
so
get
Right.
here's the thing about that. Like, yes, you have some flexibility, but this isn't first edition. Like, you can't just have one ship that's just going to carry your entire list like that. I don't think that will work like it used to in first edition. Like, I get it. You can make decisions before people move and after people move, which you kind of already can do with supernatural reflexes.
Right.
But the thing is if you still set up a net for Kylo, he still has to take shots or run. And if he runs, I don't know. I feel like if you don't balance your offense appropriately across the rest of your list and you're really loading everything into that one piece, I mean, in first edition, I think that would work. Sure. I mean, we saw it with the 100-point Corrin and the 100-point Miranda, but I don't. This is my personal preference. I don't think that it's as good. I think this is a better list because it's more balanced.
Sure.
And it's not loading everything into Kylo, and I think that's a trap.
Yeah, and the Star Killer, while we didn't see coordinate, we did see those 4 dice come up.
We saw 5 dice once. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's still a real tough ship offensively.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's got a wide base arc.
Yeah, and with Null, you just have another pea shooter. I mean, how many times have we watched Midnight now or Omega Leader basically do no damage? You just roll 2 dice, and you probably don't have a mod because you coordinated, or you use squad leader, I should say.
Yeah.
Or you just didn't roll a second paint, and you don't do any damage. Whereas that 3rd attack dice is really significant just from a damage probability perspective.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. But I think this was another good example of really good positional play. Just like we saw some really good positional play from Morgan's games, this was another example of really, really good positional play.
And it's nice to see that that aspect of the game is coming back and meaning so much.
Yep, it is.
So.
We even saw that with the Scorch at the end. He didn't want to take that chance. Still repositioned. Yeah. Paul played it hard to the end. Always good to see. Yeah, he's better than me.
Was there ever a question?
No, I just want to make sure it's said out loud.
Okay.
Because boy, do I feel it. You watch that and you're like, yeah, oh yeah, oh god, yep. Like over and over.
Absolutely. All right. Well,
why we watch the games.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's why we're doing this, so we can see some of these very high level players and try to learn from what they're doing, and that's
Yep, just some analyzing of some good games. I think some higher quality games.
Yeah, definitely. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. I think that's pretty much a wrap for tonight's show.
We'll be back next week, right?
Yeah, probably the end of the week again. Beginning of the week for me is a little bit busy, so I don't know what you guys have, but we'll
figure it out.
We will figure it out and be back next week.
Sounds good. See you guys.